Hey traders, John Howell here, your number one market trader. Oh, I love this market right now. Oh, I just absolutely love it. Markets are having a very strong pullback. I was actually expecting to see some form of pullback out of the markets. That's why I titled yesterday's video, It's Strong Like Bull, but it's not what you think. And I was expecting some form of a little pullback, but not this much. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. So, I love trading, don't you? I just got off a call with some of my private clients and I'm just jumping out of my skin. If you do need some help with the markets, if you're stressed right now, which you shouldn't be stressed, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're losing a lot of money, if you're finding it hard to find some really good quality setups, then make sure you go join my webinar today that I'm running. Okay, I'm going to share with you everything that you need to know to help you when it comes to your biggest mistakes, what's going to stop you, my trading setup, so on and so forth. Very first link in the description, or Johns, JOHNS, freetraining.com, and you'll be able to register for my next webinar. I promise you, when you see this webinar, it's going to start to put some light bulbs on you. Especially secret, if you're losing a lot of money right now in the markets, and you're really stressed, secret number one, because there's 3 secrets I'm going to teach you. Secret number 1 is definitely going to help you out, okay? So go get that right now. First link in the description. So markets are crashing. What's going on? Oh my goodness. So I was doing some futures because most of my trading is done on the stock market, but I do also look at the futures market for about half an hour to an hour per day. And so oh man, I'm looking forward to the Australian market open up. Can't wait. I just love trading, guys. I'm telling you, once you have the discipline to stand out and stop and not get involved with a whole bunch of crap, it's just so amazing. Anyway, so I was watching the futures markets. So they bring up the S&P 500 futures market, and look at the futures markets. Absolutely just fallen off a cliff, right? Look at this here. Look at this. It's just like, yep, and then gone. Yep, and no. Now, I want to share something with you. I saw this pullback coming. Now, I didn't expect this much of a pullback, right? I saw this pullback coming. And that's why I titled yesterday's video, Strong Like Bull, but it's not what you think, right? And what I was trying to say in that video was that we're getting a very big move up, but I'm expecting some sort of a pullback soon. Now, again, I didn't expect it to be this much. We're looking at the hourly chart now on the futures. We did have a gap down here on the futures market here, right? We did have a gap through here. I was expecting that possibly a bit of a pullback with this gap here. Because if you've been following me for quite some time, you'll know that the worst time to buy something is when the market's going up and up and up and up and up. The worst time to try to get into something is up here. Why? Because we're probably going to get some form of a pullback, and then we may continue going up. Okay. So look at this here. We went up and up and up and up and up and up. And I was watching the futures market last night through here. This is obviously my time. When the European market opens up, the DAX, that's when I start looking at the futures market myself. And so through this period here, I'm just like, this thing's been going up so much, we're probably going to get a bit of a pullback. And then they definitely got the pullback. They just slammed it on their asses, right? Like just came straight down. And now we're through here as well too. So very, very, very big pullback overall in the overall futures markets. Lots of volatility. Hey traders, welcome to September. Oh, this is the best time to trade, right? Moving on through right now, moving on through September and October and November. And remember what I said before, traders. Remember what I said before. And this is the main thing that I really want you to focus on when trading these markets, especially right now. Because if you're just getting in because you think it's a good idea, you're probably getting your ass handed to you right now. The best thing I can tell you, before you even come to the market, what are you looking for? Okay, what are you looking for? Because your system, or what's called a pattern. What are you actually looking for on the charts? Then let's go to the markets. Don't open up the charts and try to find something that looks good. No, have a pattern that works and go trade it. You'll do really well, I promise you. Okay, that's as long as you're trading a pattern that actually works, right? So we've got a big pullback through here. The Nasdaq, same sort of thing, falling off a cliff. Again, I knew we could probably get some form of pullback, but this one here is just completely retraced through there. The big thing I was talking about yesterday as well too was that you can see on the Nasdaq, see how we've got this resistance level through here. So they came straight up, came straight down. They rallied back up and they just knocked it on its head, completely knocked it on its head when it comes to that there. And then now we're simply just down through here as well too. But you can see we really haven't been doing much for the last couple months, right? It's really just been sideways. It's like there's a lot of indecision. We got the rally, which I was expecting. Ding, that's what happened. Then yesterday I came out with a video saying, it's not what you think. And I started talking about these resistance lines. And then the market has sort of just fallen through the floor right now on the downside. So traders, please be patient, okay? Please be patient with your trading. Do not be FOMOing into the markets. You don't need to be trading every day, okay? It's okay to sit on the sidelines and watch the markets for a day or for 2 days or for a week or two, okay? And not trade. Just sit back, relax. Your foundations to your success is, do you actually have a pattern or a system that you're trading that works? If so, then go to the market, look for that pattern, okay? That's all I can say. So many people right now getting absolutely killed because they're trading based off what they think is a good idea. Oh man, excuse me. Oh. So we're seeing that through there with the market through there. Same with gold. I was saying yesterday with gold that I'm expecting gold to actually break its low. And the really interesting thing that happened with gold, let me just bring this up through to here for a minute. Let me bring this up to here. So the interesting thing when it comes to the gold market is, if you didn't see yesterday's, so I did thing yesterday. So let me do this thing through here, right? So on my community tab, through here, you can see my community tab. Oh, by the way, if you want a free trading course, guys, there's 5 phases in the trading course, johnsfreegift.com, and you also can see through here. So if you go to johnsfreegift.com, guys, I'm giving away a free trading course. It's 5 phases long, so it's quite intense details if you need some extra help. But anyway, so I started to do this here, and I started to look at this thing through here, and I said, okay, which one would you buy, gold or Bitcoin? And you can see Bitcoin is actually a lot more, and gold is obviously a lot more than Bitcoin, right? So people like gold a lot more. This tells me there's probably a bit more downside to come out of gold, right? Because there's too many people liking gold right now. Hey, I'm a gold bug, right? I'm with you guys, right? I'm the gold bug. So there's too many people. Liking gold more than liking Bitcoin. And so therefore that, but then also knowing how the markets work, right? We can see that we're all through here, and so I'm expecting to see gold to continue to flush down. If I bring up some shorter term charts, so that was that point through there. Let's bring up the 5-minute chart. Yeah, that could have been actually. Oh man, that could have been a trade there. Look at that! Look at that, breaking past support level. Oh man, I was asleep at that time. I wasn't trading the futures market at that time. But anyway, so we can see that we've got that sort of support level through there, and so I'm expecting to see gold actually. Break past the support level, and then we've got to see what actually happens, right? So more flushing for gold to come, but what actually happens after that? There's either 2 things that's going to happen. That's going to give us the key, right? The sign. If we break down and then continue down, then it's not a breakout, right? But if we break down and then we continue to do something like that, now we're talking, right? Now we're talking when it comes to that. Looking at silver, I hope no one got sucked in with silver, right? Because what's rule number 1? The trend is your friend until the end, right? The trend is your friend until the end. High, lower high, lower high, lower high. Look what happened here. This is just another lower high. Hope no one got sucked into this up bar here when it comes to silver, because the trend is your friend until the end, and the trend is still down through there. If I go have a look at some of the interest rates, actually look at it through here. The interest rates, looking at the 30-year, are still going up, but very slowly. Looking at the 10-year as well too. Again, sort of like at a bit of a double top on the 10-year, and the 2-year, like, whew. Right, the 2-year is just gone absolutely just crazy. Man, the Fed, they're going to send this thing right into the ground, aren't they? They're going to keep jacking up this price until they just slam the whole economy into the ground. They're going to keep going. So that's this. But traders, something's going to happen that's going to cause this, right? this is not the right, if this was a stock chart, this is the wrong time to buy it, right? Because we may continue up, but it's probably a high probability we're going to start to see something like that real soon. Looking at that. Let's go have a look at the good old cryptocurrencies. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin. Look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin still lower high, lower high, lower high. Trend is down. Sideways movement time. So we could be getting ready for what? We could be getting ready for another breakdown. I still do expect to see a flushing effect happening with the good old cryptocurrencies. So we're going sideways through here. If we get a good strong breakdown bar through there, that could be quite nice. Ethereum as well too. Ethereum is one that I've been watching for because if we start to break past these levels of support level 3 around the 1400 level, we start to break past 1400, then we're probably going to get down towards the 8. We're going to get down to 800 on Ethereum through there. You can see we're at a high. If this is still a lower high, then we're probably still going to keep going down from there. The one crypto I'm actually looking to short right now is Cardano, but I need to see a good breakdown bar first, a real good breakdown bar. I'm looking to short this one because if we do get a good breakdown bar, there's a massive probability we're going to see a good flushing effect down towards the $4 and maybe even a lot more. So this is one that's setting up just absolutely amazing. Again, for me personally, what I need is something like this. I need that. I need something like that. A real good, strong breakdown bar like that. That tells me we're probably starting the next move. And then we may do that for a couple of days, right? And then we're probably going to start to see something like that for a while. So obviously there's no guarantees that are happening. So, I'm always going to have risk management there because this could easily just come straight back up like that, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you today, traders. A big pullback in the markets. This is not a time to just be trading anything, right? Rule number 1 is trade with the trend. But the most important thing, your foundations to your success is have something that you're trading in the markets. If you're just trading based off, if you're just trading based off a YouTube video, like my YouTube videos for the last couple of days been saying, here comes a rally, and obviously we got the rally, and you thought that I was saying we're going to go to all-time new highs, and then suddenly you start to trade for that, that's actually the wrong thing to do, right? That's not long-term successful. Have a pattern. If you do need some help, guys, use that link in the description, join my webinar, and I promise you, I will set you straight. Traders, I want to invite you to my webinar that I'm running today. And on this webinar, I'm going to share with you all the details to my #1 trading system for the last 17 years and how I only trade 1 hour per day. Plus, also going to be learning the 3 secrets that I had to master over the last 17 years to generate a really good income. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, or there should be a link in the description, click on that. Go over there right now, register. If you are struggling with the trading right now, I promise you this is going to completely game change because you're going to understand why you are going backwards and why you're losing money. And then I'm going to teach you exactly what the system I use that gets me a really high % win-loss ratio. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go over there, register for my webinar right now today because you're going to absolutely love it. Or there should be a link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. So go to that right now and I look forward to seeing you on my next webinar. Go to that right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go to that right now.